Hello Virgo, and welcome back, or welcome to Illuminaughty Mystex. How do you do? Happy Black History Month, as it is February. And let's see what we've got in the cards for Virgo. I know what this card is, but I guess I'll keep it face down. I'm going to do like a little lifting thing. And since I got two... Oh, wait, this is more than two. Well, I'll leave that there. Some of you might be dealing with a Libra, seeing that right out the gate. Put this here. Okay. This is going to be like a cool thing, I think. What's going on for Virgos? Okay, what's Virgo about right now? What are y'all doing? Keep those upside down, I guess. This thing that I was imagining in my head's not really playing out, but that's fine. We're just gonna leave it at that, I think. We'll just say bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands, so fire energy, but also very passionate, emotional, and mature. Yeah. Earth being a feminine element. That queen could definitely be you, but maybe you're dealing with a fire sign too. Probably you though. Okay, getting into the feels. Or finally mastering how you feel. Let's see what's going on. Whoa. I feel like that's a bit much. Didn't even get the word financial out. I guess you can have them all. There's 4, but okay, I'll honor it. We have Aldrimich, Amadusius, Kali, and Malthus. Lots to say about your money, your work, and all that. So, what's going on? Gonna have to see what that's about. Okay, and then we have... That's good. For now, get more messages later. I just feel like I'm gonna need this for some reason. I can just tell, Virgo. It's about to be a doozy. Okay. Let's get started. So bottom of the deck was Queen of Wands, but I am seeing the Prince of Wands here. So you might be doing a lot of back and forth right now. I could definitely sense that because, all right, we have the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry. We have the Knight of Swords. And that's a double masculine. It's the Knight and air. So you might be dealing with an air sign. It might be a masculine partner, air or fire, especially with the wands at the bottom of the deck and the bottom of the row. Could be that you're working really hard. You kind of have, it's almost like, for some reason I thought head in the sand, where you're so engrossed in your work that you're not noticing things. Okay. Could be some conflict in your life. It could be conflict coming from someone else, but however it applies to you is how it fits. We got adjustment. Libra, yes, that's why I'm saying, like, very well could be an air sign, specifically Libra, double air energy here. But it's also going to be about getting used to something. You may need to get used to this amount of work that you're doing to pay your bills, to be on your own, to get your fucking shit figured out or whatever. Where it's like, yep, this is your new life. This is it, kind of thing. And then we have the Prince of Wands. So you're not maybe reacting very well to it. Let's just be frank. You're maybe not handling it too great. You were doing really well and you were definitely growing. You might still be because you do have that Queen of Wands energy, but at the same time, this shit is basically driving you crazy. Okay? It's pretty much driving you crazy. In these corners, I have one face down card on each end and one face up card on each. Face up cards are Hanged Man and Magician. So I have these couple cards facing this way over here. There's 4 of them all face up. So this is going to be about this Hanged Man, right? And then this way I have the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords and 3 face down cards facing him. So contrasting energies. What I'll say is, if this is about a relationship, your partner ain't doing shit and you just have to get used to that. This is the way life is. This is who they are. You're taking on way more work and literally struggling with it, but also having to accept it. Could be a job where you're like best employee. Maybe you've maxed out your promotions. You can't go any higher. This is it. And you're like, this might not be fulfilling for me anymore. Could just be home life, you know, whatever. You're taking on more work. You have to accept that it's going to stress you out. And there might be a person stressing you out because we have this double masculine, right? It's interesting. Or so feminine. So, Hanged Man over here, very loyal, very dedicated, very much into his situation. He put himself there. But the thing is, he's also kind of a martyr, where like he is sacrificing himself for the cause. Just kind of like this was happening here. You're sacrificing your own mental health because it was great. You are Queen of Wands. But when you add this either masculine or workload in general, you start regressing in all that progress that you're making. Hanged Man, well, he's here to stay. Okay? Whereas the Magician might be rethinking some things. The Magician's like, yeah, no, I'm not sure this is what I want. I need to recreate and redirect my thoughts so that I can get what I want. Okay? There's something blocking each one of them. But we're going to find out what exactly it is to be either one. Okay, so starting with the Hanged Man, because these are all face up. We have the 9 of Discs, Gain. Okay, so started off strong. You dedicated yourself to this situation because it was greatly benefiting you. Your money was looking good. Your stability was very high. It was very grounding. It's like, you know, that earth energy that you're seeking, right? Okay, not terrible, but there was a little dip, right? Where still success, being the 6 of Discs is still success, but you gotta admit you're going lower in number. So you're kind of on your way down. And the low discs, not necessarily bad, right? Because some of the lower discs are good cards. But at the same time, we definitely don't want to see this downward motion, right? If you went upward, you'd be at wealth. But instead, it's like, oh, success, but maybe not necessarily financial success, right? Where it might even be a little sacrifice. Where it's like, oh, shit, okay, didn't budget that. Or something, you know, or oh, they're not helping me as much as they were, yikes, something like that. Okay, still in a good place, still very balanced, still very stable, no worries, right? Just not as good as maybe you thought, or not as good as when you started, right? You may have to take a pay cut because of COVID or something. We also have Princess of Swords in reverse, so just kind of giving up. I mean, you saw this hit that you took and you were just like, fuck it, I'm not putting in this kind of work, I'm not doing this shit anymore. You really let go. The Princess of Swords, although not the most graceful, she's at least going for it, maybe with a little backlash, a little pettiness. You just straight up ignoring it, not doing it, not addressing it, not fucking nope, just gonna ignore it. Okay, and then we have Leo in reverse. So this could be, well, it's lust in reverse. Could be a Leo that has walked away, but it could also just be that you're not feeling the same kind of passion that you once were, right? It's upright obsession and passion, romance, physical attraction. Without that, what is left? Wouldn't necessarily say the absence of lust is love. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, this really ain't doing it for me anymore. This really isn't what I thought it was going to be. This, and you're in the hanged man position where you're like, everyone's relying on me. Fuck. What have I done? Because I just don't care anymore. Not as good as I thought it was. It's good enough, but not for me. At the end of it. That's what I see. What's blocking the hanged man? The universe has its own plan. Maybe you are not meant to be doing whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you are meant to be doing what you're doing. It's very hard to tell. I think we're going to have to discuss the Magician before we really make a call. These are two pretty good cards. Seeing them together kind of makes me think you are doing the right thing. But at the same time, my immediate interpretation for that was the universe has a plan, because I said, what's blocking the hanged man? What's making you feel passionless and uninterested? What's blocking your dedication? What's blocking your satisfaction here that you once had for this situation? And the universe has a plan. You gotta wait and see, maybe. Hard to say. I love this card, though. Favorite in the deck, probably. Alright, so the Magician. Manifesting something new. Figuring out what you do want. Let's see how that goes for you. We have the Five of Cups. Disappointment. So here's the thing. You don't really know what you want. That's the problem. That's why you're accepting the bullshit. Because you're just like, yeah, I don't know what else I would do. What else am I gonna do? And then Two of Swords. Peace. You're kind of just content with that. I mean, you're not fighting that feeling. It's not really holding you back by any means. It's just, at this point, it is what it is. 52 weeks in a year. And a year goes by and you don't know where it went. It's 5 and 2. That's why I said that. Disappointed and liking it. Just chilling. I mean, that is really just... how do I say, settling, okay? You don't know what the fuck else to put your mind to. You're like, fuck this job. Shit, what other job would I have? Right? Or fuck this house. Oh, fuck, where else would I live? Right? Fuck this person. Oh God, who else would I have? You're a little mindless. You're like, yeah, I don't know yet. What's all this face down shit? Ace of Swords, you better work on that. You gotta work on that attitude, work on that complacency, work on that whatever you need to be inspiring, you need to get it going. Queen of Cups could be motherly energy, especially if you have a water sign mother, but could be you mother, could be queen, feminine, you still could be a partner if you are involved with a mother, but it's gonna be about you stepping up and changing this perspective from your settling energy to something deeper, something more compassionate, something more nurturing, something that will leave you feeling full and leave everyone else full too. Four of Swords, truce. Interesting that you have the Two of Swords, peace, and the Four of Swords, truce. It's almost like this isn't saying anything much different. You see, cups, swords, swords, cups, swords. It's really like, it's almost like you're at a standstill. You don't know what else to do. And there's nothing that comes in for you that helps you figure it out. It's almost like you accept it for what it is, you work on it, you get a lot out of it, and you're in the same spot that you were to start with. What a conundrum. What a conundrum. Ace of Cups. Cups, swords, swords, cups, swords, cups. And then arguably air. Up in the air, up in your head, right? You've been following your heart and that has screwed you over, more or less. Following your heart screws you over, but you ain't got shit going on in your head right now. You're like so used to going with the heart that you're like, I really don't even know what I'm supposed to think. My mind has been overrun with my heart lately and now my head feels empty, kind of thing. But I'm trying to empty my heart, put it in my head, okay? You gotta do something here, Virgo. yeah. I don't know. Seems like it might be more about a job than anything else for a lot of you. Just because there are 4 demon cards, which is a little unusual. Could be about your whole goddamn life, though. And that's the thing about Virgos. You really like everything to be that way. It's all connected. It's all family. It's all love. It's all this and that. And then you're like, oh shit. Because when I like one thing, I like everything. But if I don't like one thing, I start to dislike it all. Duh, Virgo. We know. Okay, so let's just see what we got going on with the money. Okay, this is about your money. We have Adramelich. To start, beware of judging by appearances, especially those who dress to impress but have no substance behind their style. Susceptible to the way people look. Could be that you envy someone's job or think that they're very impressive in some way when in reality they don't do shit. Okay? You never know. Somebody bought them those clothes and you think, oh, they work so hard, look what they can afford. Yeah, right, it's probably a lie. Amadusias. Focus on musical endeavors, including composing and musical inspiration. I wish I got that fucking message. Fuck y'all, so jealous. I love that. If you have been feeling like you need to be singing or playing or whatever, like, do that shit, okay? Like, do that shit. I fucking love it. That's really beautiful. That is so beautiful. Like, yeah, fucking make some music, motherfucker. Do it. That'd be so cool. Okay, and then Kali. I do remember Kali is about judging powerful women harshly. Focus on feminine strength. Beware of judging powerful women harshly. That's the thing. You are a feminine sign, so regardless of your gender, get into the feminine, the queen, the mom, the mother, the lover, the woman, right? Or the feminine. We don't care about gender, I just said that. But if you are currently working for a woman or with a woman, and that's part of the reason you're so fed up with your job kind of shit, where you're like, I can't stand this anymore, I just don't know what else to do, you might be judging this person more than you should be, or like a little too harshly, harsher than maybe her male counterpart, and that sounds so shitty, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know what happens. It's just in human nature. It's been conditioned to us. So I think it's time that you go a little easier on her, whoever she is. Okay? Even if that person's yourself. You're like, I'm not doing as well. Yes, you probably are. You're Virgo. Like, you never stop. All right, we have Malphas. Focus on physical or metaphorical structure, creating strong foundations or finding weaknesses and seemingly indestructible barriers. That is so that hanged man energy where you feel like this is it. I am stuck right here. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Find the faults in that. Find how you can get out of it even. Like, you got to start thinking analytically, okay? It's not good enough to just be logical. You have to be analytical. Look at the data. Look at the facts. Look at what's actually going on. Okay? Yeah. That's sweet. And create new structures for yourself. Just, again, you've got to get to that magician shit and figure out what you want to be doing. Just in general, right? Alright, so we have winter, the sacredness of pausing. Now's a really good time for this shit for you. Is what I'm going to say there. It's winter. It's like snowstorm winter right now. A lot of places. So, stay your ass in the house. Get some shit figured out. What was this about? Structure? Because this is also going to be about structure. I didn't mean to reveal them, but okay, here's your new thing. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. Maybe you're a night owl and you're denying yourself of your night owl hours. Right? And, you know, you're not functioning as well. You're angry. You're discontent. It might just be that you need a little moonlight for you. You know? Like, just something simple like that. And then the Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. It's going to be about, you know, putting your best self forward, being the kindest that you can be, and working with other people. Okay, but creatively, midnight is going to be a very special time for you. And if you're not staying up, you're missing out. That's for sure. And look out for your dreams too. But the barn rack is when everybody comes together after harvest. Zombie control. You might be really sucked into something. Maybe addicted to something, or just like, on social media or smoking or whatever, It's just like something has total control. Could just be obsessive thoughts in general. But you know what it is. We have scrying, intuition. Could be something a lot deeper than a substance that is keeping you under this kind of spell. But you need to work with others, and you need to sort of face it, because midnight is when that shit will come out. We have skull of darkness, blind spots. Okay, you're about to get your ass blindsided if you don't snap out of it, basically. I mean, everything that was going on, it's not that it's necessarily all your fault, but at the same time, the situation's not going to get any better if you can't fucking fight. And when does a Virgo not want to throw hands? Okay? Skull of light, illumination. You got double skulls, but you got darkness and light right next to each other. Skull of darkness, skull of light. Blind spots and illumination. Anything that you do to blindside somebody, or if somebody blindsides you, they're trying to hide something. They're keeping something from you. There's information that you don't fucking know. But anything that they keep secret will come to light eventually. Just saying. It'll show. And you will know. Period. So, I feel like that's it. That was pretty intense. Anything else for Virgo real quick? Hearing, this is too many, but I'm hearing magical. What I just said, this reading, magical, okay? That's the word of the day. That's why this midnight thing is very important, okay? It's all about the magic. Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart, with music and free her whenever it starts, and it's magic? If the music is groovy, makes you feel happy like an old time movie. Okay, especially because music came up, so there's something really, it's on the brink right now. Like, I don't know what it is. You don't maybe know what it is, but something is really on the brink for you. And you just have to step into it and actually do it. Make your moves, make your music, make your magic. Okay? I'm going to reveal this card here. I kind of want to know what's at the bottom of the deck. Spider, community, and web weaving. Just saying, throwing it out there. Working with people. That's what this sweetness and synergy is about. But anyways, somebody's trying to keep you out. What's this? Black cat, where fortune meets opportunity. You start making money, you start fucking seeing what you really have on the table here. What's actually in that room that you've been trying to get in, that someone was trying to keep you out of. Just saying. You think you're good now. God. Keep going. Keep moving up. Fortune meets opportunity, okay? That's crazy. That's like doing your job is going to lead you to something better job or whatever. Okay? That's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I will see you next time once again. Illy out.